We're here at our hangar in San Ynez, where we house 5 Air Support Unit aircraft, including 3 Huey helicopters and 2 OH-58 patrol helicopters. Each of our helicopters has a different mission capability, and we keep this number of aircraft so that we have the right aircraft available for any kind of mission that may come up. When you look at an air asset and an aviation program like ours, it's really understated how important it is to have for a county in terms of its public safety capabilities. The Air Support Unit flies 4 primary types of missions. We fly our fire missions, general law enforcement missions. We fly medical rescue and search and rescue missions. In 2015 and to date in 2016, we've gone on literally dozens of calls in the backcountry to rescue injured or missing subjects. If you think about that lost or missing hiker who otherwise couldn't be rescued if it weren't for air assets, you realize how important it is.
Book is secured, patient is secured, all personnel equipment are secured.
We have hoist capabilities. So all of our rescuers, both the paramedics from the fire department that work in the unit, as well as our crew chiefs, deputy and fire crew chiefs that are assigned to the unit, all are hoist trained, hoist capable. All of our pilots are certified in hoist operations, and that enables us to both lower rescuers down to the patients and to be able to evacuate those patients up into the helicopter. And it's critically important that we have those mission capabilities. The County Air Support Unit is unique in that it's a joint operation with County Fire and Sheriff. We make sure that all of our aircraft and our mission readiness can handle both any law mission and any fire mission. As part of our mission readiness, a helicopter is deployed with every vegetation fire. And what that does is allow us to get an initial attack on a fire from the air and from the ground, and often stop a fire before it spreads into an out-of-control status. Both on the Sherpa fire and on the Ray fire, we had a helicopter in the air dropping water on those fires within the first 20 minutes. It really shows how both of our agencies are working for the same goal. And we work together every day with that same goal in mind, public safety. Another one of our missions that we're prepared for are general law enforcement missions. We have a pilot and a tactical flight officer, and they respond to calls for service from all over the county and all law enforcement agencies in the county, as well as fly general patrol missions. It's critically important for deputies and officers on the ground to have the availability of the air resources. There are so many things that the helicopter can see that the deputies on the ground can't. One recent case that our patrol helicopter was involved in is when our deputies on the ground were trying to capture a parolee at large.
Break to Copter 2, suspect is on the roof.
That parolee had barricaded himself inside of a house and tried to escape by climbing out a window onto a roof. If it weren't for our airship overhead, who saw him on the roof, he would have eluded capture. Probably one of the greatest capabilities, other than just the overall view from the air that our law enforcement helicopters have, is the forward-looking infrared, or the FLIR camera. This is a camera that can see and record heat signature images in infrared at night. It assists us both with fire mapping capabilities, search capabilities, and also for locating suspects who are fleeing from law enforcement. A great example of the FLIR in use is something that our unit won an award for.
Looks to be a subject that's laying down behind some tree line.
In this case, a drive-by shooting in Lompoc. The suspect had fled into the brush on Vandenberg Air Force Base. Our law ship was called into the air, did a search with the infrared camera, and actually located the suspect on the ground and was able to direct our K-9 units and our deputies on the ground, and were able to capture the suspect.
And the K-9's going to be up on him now. Mooney, 5 Mike Delta, Senate. 5 Mike Delta, Dad. How long has your flight been?
The flight planned at 13 hours, 11 minutes, and it's going to be just about spot on.
Our staff at the Air Support Unit consists of 4 pilots, 2 fire captains who work as crew chiefs, 2 tactical flight officers who work on our law enforcement helicopters, 2 mechanics, and a manager from the Sheriff's Department and a manager from the Fire Department. It takes all of those people to run this air operation and keep our mission capabilities where they need to be, our mission readiness where they need to be. And it's a huge undertaking, both from a standpoint of keeping the aircraft safe and airworthy to keeping our crews well-trained and ready to respond to any type of emergency or situation. Our air support unit fills a need in this county, a critical public safety need, from a fire suppression aspect, from a law enforcement aspect, and from a search and rescue aspect.
And rescue check part 3 is complete, boss.